It's that time again. This video is a part of the Just Our Imagination Challenge playlist. That's hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, Kathy Jo DIYs, and this month the co-hosts are Craft Away with May and Z9 Designs. This month's challenge items we must use are dice, yarn, plastic containers, and Band-Aids. Y'all, I barely made it to this one. The flu went through our house this week. I thought about calling this video Spring Fever Crafts because I was crafting with a fever. I know that sounds crazy, but there's only so much lying around a person can do before it starts making you feel worse. So I crafted. So I do apologize for my voice. I'm going to try to not talk as much as I can, so y'all don't have to hear this so much. For this one, I took this plastic container here. It's a hand soap container from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cover it in some canvas fabric. I really didn't use a pattern or have a plan. I just started attaching the fabric to the bottle with Mod Podge. It was at this point that I realized it wasn't turning out exactly like I had it in my head, but it wasn't a throwaway project yet, so I just kept going and trusted the process. I just went all in on the rustic look, and I cut out a couple of squares and roughed up the edges and attached those to the bottles as well. I took this piece of this wooden block, it fits nice and snug down into the top there, and I'm going to cover the top half of it in twine. I left a long tail on the top of the lid, and then I wrapped the excess around the bottle itself so that the lid would be attached to the bottle. I got this laser cut key from the Dollar Tree, and I just attached it using a little jump ring used in jewelry making. Like I said, it didn't turn out exactly like I wanted it to. It looks a little bit like a pirate would drink out of it, but it's still cute, I think, and it's definitely a rustic decorative bottle that I would put out in my house. Okay, I think this month's challenge items are the hardest. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, but I mean it this time. The dice and the Band-Aids really stumped me this month, but I just decided to go all in on the dice. I gave them a coat of toasted marshmallow to make them look older. I searched vintage bingo card online in the image search, and this was one of the first ones that came up. I printed that out and I attached it with Mod Podge to one of these small wood shelves from the Dollar Tree. I have half of this little palette from the Dollar Tree, and I cut that in half using my miter shears. And I'm going to use it as a base for this picture holder here that I'm making. I put wood glue on the bottom, and then I used hot glue to attach these tumbling tower blocks on the back there as a brace. I put a little nail right in the center at the top, and I'm going to hang a little clip there to put pictures in this picture holder. I glued the three dice here to the bottom of the frame, and then I have these game pieces, these Scrabble pieces, and I spelled out the word game and I glued those on there as well. I don't have any photos. This photo holder is meant to put a picture of you and your family, playing board games or doing some sort of game together. And I don't actually have a picture of that. I'm going to have to take one so that I can use this photo frame as a family photo frame. But until then, I just printed off this vintage photo of these ladies bowling. I have this little birdhouse from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue it to this piece of a table leg that I got a long time ago, I believe from Home Depot. I have these puffy stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue them onto the birdhouse. This round one here, I cut out the center so that it can frame the hole in the birdhouse. I didn't paint the roof, but I used several coats of ivory chalk paint by Waverly. And then for the yarn, I just put some Mod Podge on this yarn, just really saturated it, and then stuck it to the birdhouse here, making it climb up the pole and made it look like a vine. I cut down these Band-Aids and I'm going to use them as roofing tiles on the little birdhouse. Whenever I gave this a coat of Mod Podge here on the roof, I made sure to get some Mod Podge underneath the ends of those Band-Aids that were hanging over the overhang of the little birdhouse. And I did that because the underneath was sticky, so I wanted to seal that in. I was going to paint the vine green because I didn't think that the yarn, I thought it would still look a lot like yarn. And so, but once it dried, it looked really good. And so I left it brown, and then I cut off some leaves off of this trim here that looks like a vine. And I just glued those with some clear Aleene's tacky glue. If I could go back, I would paint the roof darker so that you couldn't see the lines of the layers of Band-Aid. The Band-Aids made really nice roof tiles, but you can see a distinct line where they're see-through, and you can see the layers of Band-Aid. But I just took some antique wax and I aged that up pretty good, and now it's not so noticeable. Okay, this one's really quick. We were also allowed to use the foam dies from Dollar Tree, and I happen to have some, and so I also happen to need another pin cushion. So I thought it would be really easy to use this, foam cube here is basically what it is, to make a pin cushion. So I just cut that down into a rounded shape. I wish that I had took a little more time. I thought that the fabric would sort of mask the lumpiness, but it didn't really. It looks a little bit lumpy when I'm done, but not so bad that I needed to take it apart. I thought it looked, good enough for a pin cushion. And I'm just going to use a couple of layers of fabric here, a base layer, and then some lace fabric on the top. And just going to shove that down inside in between the foam cube and the measuring cup. And then it holds nicely, but I do go around the edge with some beads and some glue there. So that's extra hold to keep everything secure. That's it for this one. Don't forget to check out the playlist. The link to that will be in the description box of this video. The links to the host and co-host channels will be there as well. Like I said, I think this month was the toughest one that I've participated in so far. I can't wait to see what the other crafters did with these crazy items. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.